Why? Because I've been busy. I've been very, very busy. Since the fight against FaZe Temper, I haven't really stopped, if I'm being honest. As soon as I beat Temper, I was straight into promoting the doc, straight into promoting voices, straight into filming Sidemen videos, straight into traveling to Dubai to film more Sidemen videos, do more press and do more promotion. It's just been non-stop, and I really haven't had time to really just chill with you guys. And in turn, I've missed a lot of things. So that's why with this Reddit video, we're gonna look at things that I might have missed. Well, I definitely did miss. There's a lot that you guys are posting, and one of the mods has created a batch full of all the links of posts that I've missed. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what I've missed. KSI's new opponent. Oh, damn! Critical mode! Now, I didn't know you had games like that. Damn! Jesus! Bro, every time he's sitting down, he looks hella weak. He looks hella skinny. I was looking at him like, bro, this guy can't do damage to a fly. Then my man flexes one time and all of a sudden he's looking like Zeus. Looking like Thor in this motherfucker. Yeah, I don't want any piece of that. I'm good. Even he, the emotional damage guy, was inspired by Jade. I think I have to.
When I was 13 years old, I told my mom I wanted to be an actor. She said, "You don't look like the people on TV."
How did 13-year-old you power through that?
There was a seed planted into my head that cemented that it was possible. It was KSI. I subscribed to KSI when he was at about 600,000 subscribers.
Jeez.
I saw with my own eyes a rather average kid going from playing video games in his bedroom to a global superstar. That was what cemented into my head that I could do it too. He's probably the reason I'm not a lawyer right now.
I'm the reason why your parents are disappointed in you. Fuck him! It's better on this side anyway, man. At least you're enjoying yourself, so that's it. Oh, it's so sick. That's so sick to see. And pick up everyone else that is inspired and believes in themselves. If you want to use me as the guy to show your parents that anything is possible, I will gladly be that guy. So I repurposed a Prime model ID. Oh my god. For a second, I thought you turned it into a special. Oh my god, I put that into the internet. Nah, guys, don't, please. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Don't even stand up to try and make one. Just shut the fuck up. Anyway, Africans after Talia reacts to JG. It's salt water anyway. It's gonna taste like shit. Yes, I clipped gold play button is now property of it. It's gone. It is no longer in my possession. What are you doing? Yeah. Go Jack. There go Jack. That Indian was too fast. Even for a black man like me, he had a way with them feet. The way he was able to cross-leg them feet. I knew he was a wizard. WSI on BBC. I love it. They just put musician. Today I'm a musician. Tomorrow I'm a boxer. The next day I'm a Sidemen member. The day after that I'm a YouTuber. After watching the new KSI doc, I really hope that JJ on label excuses when JJ says they did him. People who have Amazon Prime have probably never heard of KSI before and will probably call it child abuse. I hope it doesn't escalate. Why not? If anything, I got abused for talking to my dad about being hit. People were like, wow, are you a pussy, JJ? Why are you trying to have emotions towards your dad? What's wrong with you? Are you a weirdo? Imagine trying to have a normal conversation with your own dad. Could never be me. Wow, you're complaining about getting hit when you were a kid? Well, I got hit in the womb. Beat that motherfucker. And I'm not even joking, people were actually arguing how they got beat more and acting like it was a cool thing. And then I had people being like, oh, it should have been a private conversation, but this is literally a documentary on my life. As in, you get to see what goes on as soon as this camera turns off. And people are like, oh, no, that's too much. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see your real life. We just want to see you entertain us. We don't want to see emotion from you. The fuck? Wow, you cried and showed emotion in the doc because your parents didn't give you physical love when you were younger? Pussy! Either way, if people can get inspired from the doc to actually decide to talk to their parents and to have a better relationship with their parents, then yeah, I've done my job. Because look, I'm winning because I now have my dad asking me how I am. He's asking me how my day is. And I'm able to actually like do things with him. We're able to go out and have a conversation. My dad actually says he loves me. I know, right? Crazy. I mean, that's all I wanted, and that's what I'm getting. So I've got no problems. I don't really care what people think. Watching KSI in real life made me cry. It made me realize who I really want to be and what amount of achievements I can accomplish. JJ, you have touched millions of kids who are now in their 20s around the world to chase their dream. JJ, you've made an impact to everyone or everybody who watches you. Oh, this is such a wholesome video. I love it. Okay, back to reality. Oh, okay. Never mind. My forehead is so big that you found extra space. Leo chilling in his cage. JJ after getting back together with his girlfriend. Leo ain't around no more. And it's not Leo, it's Neo. Leo isn't around anymore. But anyway, let's move on. We don't need another fucking funeral, guys. We don't need another funeral. We don't need crazy posts about how Neo was an inspiration to you, even though he was a hamster. We don't need posts about how he changed your life. Let's just move on, okay? Both my hamsters are dead, and I'm not getting any more hamsters. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have never seen nothing like this. This is some next level. This is top tier, fair play. I mean, you have to respect it. To be able to look at this and go, I can turn this into a nigga, you know? Regardless of what JJ and everyone in here thinks of Joe, having fans bombard him with racist jokes about KSI is disgusting. Fair play to Joe for calling out this. What did Joe call out? Just been sent this of comments on TikTok of me with monkeys. Regardless of my relationship with JJ, why am I smiling? There's nothing funny about this. This is absolutely disgusting. It blows my mind how it's 2023 and we're seeing this shit. Racism ain't funny. It's time we all realize. And bro lost to KSI again. Didn't know Joe and KSI had a rematch in time. Nah. Honestly, I respect Joe. Nah, but no. He thinks he can fool us. That's Simon. Fuck! Simon, they got us! I made a Misfits boxing poster, Simpson style. Notice all the details in the drawing. Took 10+ hours to make. Hopefully you like it, Jake. Right, let's look at this. I guess I'm the Nightmare. That's Jake Paul. Grabbing him by the head. That's Logan Paul. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, that's Vans. That's Color. Oh, that's Tempo. Oh, Dean the Great. Oh, Slim. King Kenny. It helps when they have the names. Cool. Yeah, nice. I'll give you some platinum. How's that? Okay. I like it. It's cool. Okay. No. Okay. Like, this has gone too viral. Like, not this one. This one, obviously fake. Tizzy, 4PF or whatever. How the fuck you say his fucking name? Why is he posting this? Who directed the ad campaigns for Prime, bro? Why do you think I would want to drink Prime right next to Logan's crotch? Huh? Look how much enjoyment is in my face. You really think I'll be doing that by his dick? For God's sake, man. I was there at times where, you know this is fake, right? Because, yes. Too many people were starting to believe it to the point where I had, you know, like, a lot of my black friends hit me up like, hey, yo, what? Huge respect for Zayd for collabing with this small British YouTuber to help him grow. The thing is, this video banged. How many views is it on now? Like, Jesus Christ. 1.6 million views. Oh my God. Fair enough. Hey, yo, you must be a king in India right now. Since JJ liked my Prime comic, here are all the KSI vintage comic covers I've done. Ooh, okay. Okay, me versus Temper, alright. Next. Allow it, man. House of Platinum! That's hard. That's sick. Waterman, hey, okay, alright. Summon Among Us. Alright, sick. Just and sick, yeah. Hard, nice. I'll give you some platinum, bro. CoffeeZilla just exposed Dylan Dennis. I saw this. This was outrageous. Dylan Dennis is down so bad. We just tricked Dylan Dennis into promoting a fake NFT project. We paid him $1,000 to post. Oh God, he didn't disclose it was an ad. Literally spells out scam. Check this out. Sour's NFT. Candies are moonbound. Bro. Never thought I'd see Logan in a Royal Rumble match. Oh my God, this was nuts. I ain't never seen anything like this in my life. Crazy. Crazy. The hell, man. Fair fucking play, Logan. Fair fucking play. I just noticed how scared the camel woman got when JJ was screaming and walking towards her in the new Simon video.
I'm sick. Bro, watch! Watch! Huh? Don't at me! What?
Jesus! I terrified her. Alright, so this is funny.
Wait. Oh, let's go.
Bro, he shot himself.
Let's go, bro.
We're really excited for everyone.
You know that situation where you've got people who chat so much shit online, keyboard warriors, and then when you actually meet them in person, they're like, fuck! That is what this moment was right here. Hot take, KSI is not a punk or hypersensitive. His father genuinely did not give him an appropriate amount of love. It's not about getting beat because KSI's mom beat him and he still felt close to her. KSI's dad needed to change, and it's absolutely a good thing that he's reaching out to his son. It's not too late to change. It's true. It's not. It isn't too late to change. I think dads not loving in Africa, Asia, and Middle East is a common problem. Yeah. Facts. You know what? I'm gonna be the goddamn generation that changes it, alright? When I have a kid, he's gonna fucking love me. He's gonna be like, yo, my dad is cool. I like talking to him. I can actually get on with him. Obviously, I'm still gonna be a parent and make sure, you know, discipline, not him, but discipline him in several different ways. I'm gonna make sure he's not spoiled. You know, I don't want him being a fucking brat. I want to show him that the world is not, you know, easy. The world is not fair. The world is fucked, and not everything is gonna go your way. Make it work hard, but through your hard work, you'll be able to reap the rewards. And if anything, it's more fulfilling knowing that you worked hard to get the rewards. Jake via Instagram. Best boxing YouTube scene, not including yourself. Logan #1, okay. #2, KSI, okay. #3, Salt Pappy, 4 Slim, 5 Gib. I mean, fair enough, okay. I mean, it's Jake. Obviously, he's just gonna be ridiculous. I don't know how I'm below Logan, even though I beat Logan, but okay, you know, alright, whatever. This is the most unfair and overpowered tag team I have ever seen. If me and Logan became the Prime tag team, could be a bit of a mad team. The Prime team. Oh! Oh! Yo! That is a sick idea, you know? Oh! Yo! Who's beating us? I don't think anyone beats us. For real. Wait, so you're telling me that JJ and Logan paid $7 million for a Super Bowl ad? So I've got the number. I'm not allowed to say, but it's not as high as this, but it's still a lot. Bro, imagine fighting for Prime. LUK. Nah, man. Don't do that. That is unfair. That is actually pissed me off. You know what? For this post that was done, I'm gonna do something for the UK only. Then what? The USA can't get it because it ain't gonna be in the USA. The UK only. I'm gonna have my own flavor in the UK. So we gonna have Americans trying to fight for that flavor. Then what? But yeah, Q1, my own prime KSI flavor, only in the UK. Suck on that, USA. L-USA.
Something very special.
Oh, okay. I know what that is. And yeah, we can't include that. If you want to watch that, you can go on the Reddit. But yeah, this cannot go on YouTube. Go, girl. W or L? Oh yes, Misfits number 5 has a tag team match. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Pineda, he returned in his team. B. Dave, the man he beat against Stromedy and Austin's friends. I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for it. Is it just me who has no idea how this would work? Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna have to watch to understand and see what it is. But no, there are rules. It's sanctioned. It is, you know, legit. And yeah, it could flop. It could be a failure. It could be the best thing ever, or it could be mid. Either way, I'll see you at Misfits number 5 to see the chaos ensue. And if you're a DAZN member, it's free. So yeah, you don't have to. It's not pay-per-view. You can just watch it. Imagine the Olatunji brothers face the Paul brothers in the tag team match. Who do you think would win? Well, my God, I'm going to force Deji to train like I trained. Else, we're getting destroyed. If I start, we win. It's basically a handicap match. It's me against the Paul brothers. Day 4 of destroying Prime until Logan Paul comments stop. The Gatorade don't stop. That's what your mom said. Drink fucking Prime, baby. Actually, talking about Gatorade, Gideon released an absolute banger. Tricking Gatorade employees into drinking Prime. It's nuts. He literally gets them to drink Prime. And they're all like, yeah, this is great. But yeah, go to video, go to. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Hopefully, I'll have another video this week. If not, then you're probably not going to get another video for about a week.
My friends, something is rotten in the state of Disney. I mean, I know that's about as obvious as saying that Saturday Night Live isn't all that funny anymore, but it goes a bit deeper than their simple creative output. All that stuff is just a symptom of a much larger problem. A problem that runs to the very core of the company. And if the recent news about power struggles at the highest levels, disastrous financial performance, and even rumours of layoffs and selling some of their biggest IPs are to be believed, that problem is getting harder and harder to ignore, especially if you happen to be one of the company's board of directors, which I'm fortunately not, so excuse me while I have a good old laugh at their expense. The first and most obvious of the problems facing Disney are financial. Numbers don't lie after all, unless you happen to be a Hollywood accountant with a very expensive habit to fund, and the numbers released to the public paint a grim picture indeed. Over the past 2 years, Disney's share price has declined almost 50% from an all-time high of nearly $200 a share in early 2021 to just $110 in the present day. Damn, at one point it was down to less than $90 a share. You don't need to be a financial whiz kid to know that that's a disastrous fall in value, and it reflects the growing lack of investor confidence in the company. So how exactly did this happen? Well, for a start, Disney's been losing money. Badly. Their strategy of buying up every single studio and IP on the market at huge expense and absorbing them into their generic corporatized monopoly was a great idea in theory, assuming that the things they bought actually turned a profit. And well, the two flagship IPs bought under the Disney banner are Marvel and Star Wars, obviously, and in Marvel's case it definitely seemed like a good investment at first. The MCU ballooned into the biggest cinema franchise in history, making frankly embarrassing amounts of money for Disney. Well, until recently at least. The problems didn't really begin until Phase 4. Black Widow, Shang-Chi and the Eternals all failed to break even. Thor, Love and Thunder and Wakanda Forever were at best muted successes that totally didn't justify the $250 million that got invested into each. Let's be real here, earning $760 million at the box office against a $250 million budget isn't the win that you think it is once you factor in the costs of promotion and distribution distribution. The only movie to achieve the kind of massive success that the MCU used to enjoy on a regular basis was No Way Home, which wasn't even made by Marvel and only netted them a fraction of the film's profits. Either way, none of this could hide the fact that the MCU has been a franchise in decline ever since Endgame, with growing fan apathy towards the endless list of upcoming projects. And the tidal wave of rushed, low quality, low effort Marvel content that's flooded Disney Plus has only degraded the brand even further. Tell me, how excited were you for Ms. Marvel, or She-Hulk, or Hawkeye? And as for Lucasfilm... Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you saw a Star Wars movie at the cinema? Do you really think we'd be seeing a 4-year gap if Rise of Skywalker had made billions of dollars? Let's be honest, the financial trajectory of the sequel trilogy was almost as depressing as taking a walk down the high street in Glen Rothis. And if that wasn't bad enough, Solo became the first Star Wars feature film in history to actually lose money. It's pretty obvious that Disney's hopes of building the Star Wars brand into a second MCU that they could farm for insane amounts of cash turned out to be about as realistic as Natalie Portperson's arms in Love and Thunder. That's right, Nat. Why go to the gym when you can let computers do all the work for you? Bullshit! Under the not-so-wise stewardship of Kathleen Kennedy, one of the strongest IPs and biggest pop culture influences in cinema history has been reduced to a collection of cheap, low-effort and mostly irrelevant TV shows on an unprofitable streaming service. Well done, guys. It's no wonder there's now rumours swirling around that Disney's actually considering selling off the Star Wars brands, something that would have been absolutely unthinkable just a few years ago. Honestly, I think it would be hilarious if George Lucas bought it back at a massive discount and then shit-canned everything that they've done since 2015. Oh well, a man can dream, can't he? And if you think for one second that Indiana Jones 5 is somehow going to put Lucasfilm back on top, well, all I can say is bless your heart, you sweet summer childs. Nobody, and I mean nobody in the entire universe wants to see a geriatric Indiana Jones get humiliated and replaced by a goofy British comedy actress whose main claim to fame is voicing an insufferable droid in a failed Star Wars movie. On the TV side of things, Disney Plus hasn't exactly been the roaring financial success they were hoping for either. Yeah, they definitely attracted a lot of customers when the service launched back in 2020, because let's be honest here, it was in the middle of a global pandemic and there was fuck all else to do. They had themselves the perfect captive audience, and that audience needed to be entertained. Unfortunately, Disney's tactic of pumping out as much content as humanly possible, regardless of quality, only served to damage the brands they were trying so hard to exploit. But more importantly, all of this content was expensive to produce, and that expense wasn't recouped by subscription fees, which is why their streaming services ultimately lost the company $4 billion last year alone. Even a company as large as Disney can't sustain that kind of loss indefinitely. Things weren't much better in the theme park world either. Obviously they all had to be shut down for a good chunk of 2020 because of the unspecified virus of unknown origin. Fair play, not much you can do about that one, but just as attendance was finally picking up again, Disney went and picked a fight with the governor of Florida over a political bill that they had absolutely nothing to do with. The result? Bye-bye special tax status for Disney World, and hello higher operating costs and price hikes.
Fuck.
Now, call me crazy if you like, many people have, but I generally operate on the idea that entertainment companies should probably just stick to entertainment and not involve themselves in politics one way or the other. Because the moment you do, not only do you risk making enemies out of powerful people who can totally fuck up your day, but you also divide your audience in half. We live in a polarised world, and the moment you come down on one side of the political divide, then most people on the other side will automatically hate you. It's dumb, but it's the world we live in, unfortunately. And ironically enough, Bob Chapek's first instinct at the time was to do exactly that. Stay the hell out of the situation and keep Disney politically neutral. Unfortunately, the activists who somehow managed to pass themselves off as Disney employees had other ideas, and after a series of well-publicised strikes and protests, Chapek was forced into a humiliating climb down and a financially devastating conflict with the Florida government. This is what we like to call a lose-lose situation. Things weren't looking particularly good on the animated front either. A string of high-profile flops last year threw Disney Animation Studios into absolute chaos. Turning Red cost $175 million to make and earned back just $20 million. Strange World cost $180 million and earned just $73 million, while Lightyear cost $200 million to make and earned $220 million back. Nowhere near what it needed to be to break even. All three of these movies lost money for the company, massive amounts of money in some cases, and further damaged the Disney brand in the eyes of consumers. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when Disney were the gold standard in animated storytelling. These days they seem to stagger from failure to failure in the same way that I stagger home after a night out. The only thing missing now is for them to fall asleep in a gutter and piss themselves. Now, obviously that's not to say that every single Disney project in recent years has been an abject failure. I mean, damn, Avatar 2 made over $2 billion, whatever you think of its actual story, but successes like this haven't been big enough or frequent enough to compensate for the growing list of high-profile failures, and the general trend in pretty much every area of their business has been downwards. There's no getting away from it anymore. Disney is a brand in decline, bloated and overcomplicated, meandering with no clear sense of purpose, prioritizing quantity over quality, bereft of original ideas and coasting instead on former successes, and getting caught up in divisive political controversies that are just bad for business. But hey, for every action, there's a reaction, and it turns out that a Disney reaction comes hard and fast, just like me with Tatiana. First came the news that Bob Chapek was out as CEO, which Disney helpfully announced in the middle of the night on a Sunday. Damn, there's ninja assassins that aren't as brutally efficient at dispatching people as these guys. And in his place, Bob Iger was once more king of the Disney Hill, and given the mission of making the company profitable again. I guess we're just going to ignore the fact that Iger was largely responsible for the problems that Chapek spent most of his tenure trying and failing to solve.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
But I guess in times of crisis, people instinctively turn to what they knew. And what they knew was Bob Iger. Unfortunately, not everyone felt the same way. See, it's at this point in our story that a new player takes to the stage. And that player's name is Nelson Peltz. Who the hell's Nelson Peltz? Well, he's a business tycoon with decades of investment experience and a history of launching hostile takeovers of failing companies and returning them to profitability. He's basically a hard-nosed businessman who doesn't care who he has to fire or upset along the way. His goal is to make money, and in Disney's case, he's what's known as an activist investor. No, not that kind of activist. Those are the kinds of people that got Disney into the situation they're in. Peltz could see the writing on the wall when Bob Iger was reinstated as CEO, and his solution is to replace him with someone more capable and efficient. The problem is, he needs a seat on the board of directors first, hence the campaign that he's launched. Restore the Magic. The aim of this thing is to sway enough of the board to vote out one of their own members so that he can take their place and use his newfound power to call for a vote of no confidence in Iger. And by all accounts, he's actually gaining a lot of traction here. See, funnily enough, it turns out that most investors with a big stake in a company care less about ideology and more about actually making money.
Serious?
And by appealing to them, Peltz and his ideas are starting to gather momentum. And honestly, I think this is exactly what Disney needs. Just like Warner Brothers needed David Zaslav to come in and clean house when they'd pretty much exhausted their resources trying and failing to compete with Marvel, so Disney needs someone like Nelson Peltz to jettison the dead weight and get them back to doing what they used to be so good at. Entertaining people. Because here's the thing, despite all my joking around, I don't really want them to fail. I don't want Disney to collapse into financial ruin and irrelevancy, but like so many other people, I recognise that what they've been doing over the past few years isn't working. People aren't buying what Disney are trying to sell them now. They can either learn from that and change what they're offering, or they can push ahead with a failing strategy until eventually they run out of resources to keep doing it. The choice, as they say, is theirs. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Born free as the grass.
Let our contents insurance options work their magic when the unexpected strikes like a burglary. Live a little freer with AA Insurance.
I think it's fair to say that video game adaptations haven't always had the best track record over the years.
Eshays. They are the laughing stock of Australia. The scum of the earth. Kids who think they're gangsters running around terrorising society wearing bum bags whilst on razor scooters. Eshays are unfortunately a growing breed here in this country, and the natural habitat of the Eshay, of course, is the local shopping centre or train station. It's getting so bad here that a nightclub in Perth has a blanket ban on red shoes, whether they be Air Maxes, TNs or Air Forces, as the shoes are apparently a red flag for head behaviour. And those red shoes, the TNs, they are part of the Eshay uniform. That and the thin coating of hatred that has come from their parents that has infused itself into their skin. But this is really a growing trend. Even look at Google Trends. Since 2004, these gutter rats have done nothing but increase in numbers, especially on platforms like TikTok. That's where we're heading today for the greatest compilation of Eshays being Eshays that you have ever seen. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by the great people at manscaped.com. Please stay tuned for my favourite type of ad that I do on this channel. Butterfly! Little Dicky! Hello, my pregnant lady. But they might thank you. I hope they do. Righto, let's check out the infection that is the Eshay.
What? You stare at me?
Yeah?
What's your problem?
Alright, so we've got a kid here in high school seemingly minding his own business, just walking along. And it sounds like from the words being used in the video, not from this kid who's filming himself, he's being accosted by what could only be an Eshay that just got out of preschool. They start young. You think buying TNs for your baby's cute? Think again, heads.
Nothing, mate.
Okay, walk him before something.
What are you gonna do?
Stab you, that's all I'll do.
Alright, sure. Go for it then.
So I'm the number one known to stab people in chat.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm no doctor, surprise, surprise, but it does sound like the kid off screen definitely has some severe case of fetal alcohol syndrome. I think the Latin term is Bundyrummeth-methedius, something like that. Basically, it means your mum was a giant smacky and you turned out like an Eshay, and people actually respect your mum more, even though she injected herself with heroin when you were a baby. People look at her and go, oh, okay, fair enough, she must have had a hard life, but they look at you with a razor scooter at a train station threatening an old man and just go, fuck you to the moon, mate. Okay, we have an Eshay here at a shopping centre, hanging out by the carts. I don't know if he's trying to put $1 in to get it out, something like that, trying to find the dollar. He's doing some Eshay shit. He's not really doing anything. He's just, is this playing in, like, is he still going, or is this, have I been caught in a loop here? An Eshay loop. That's the worst loop to be caught in.
Go on. Hey! Use your hands, mate. You're gonna around, hey?
Alright, listen, I know you don't want to point the camera at the fucking psycho going off his head at the train, but will you, for once, think of the poor people that have to watch this shit?
Did you know your back case? You don't know what's going on, hey? Hey?
Touch me, or get my phone off the seat, yeah? Don't do it, wrong.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah?
Come! Come out here!
Please get with the baby.
Come out here, big old dog!
Come here, this boy, come here with the duffel dumpers, bro.
Okay, so obviously I've never caught public transport. I'm rich, buy my merch. But from what I've heard, this is a pretty common occurrence on public transport, especially trains and buses. Apparently you'll be sitting there just minding your own business, maybe reading the newspaper, checking your stocks, and then all of a sudden, much like that part in Jurassic Park where they hear the Tyrannosaurus coming, you start to hear a bit of Cursor is the Sickest in the background. And all of a sudden there's some squeaks from some TNs, and then you're in the fight of your life against a teenager armed with a kitchen knife. I love Eshays, they're great. I had to bleep that out. I'll tell you why, because that young white boy just yelled at possibly another white boy the N-word. Nice one, brains. I hate the youth of today. You make me ill.
Eshay, brah. Or just roll some.
Great
Got
song,
his
by the way.
hands on my feet, I'm in shot.
That seems to be a group of Eshays on a roof, chased down by a brave Karen. Unfortunately, Karen is holding what seems to be a didgeridoo. Now, I don't know everything about Indigenous culture, but I do know this. Women can't play the didgeridoo. It's culturally insensitive. It's not allowed. But I do think somewhere in the Dreamtime, there was a part where they said, listen, you can't play it, but you can use it as a weapon on Eshays.
The peak of Australian public transport.
Oh, we're back on the f***ing train station again. Listen to these pricks. This poor woman. Imagine being their parents and hearing that you know you're...
Let's go. Let's go. 2, 2, 2. Yes. Oh, that was a tough run. We want to do 52 to 80. That's what we want.
son's voice and you hear this shit, I'd walk into his room and I'd pull out a didgeridoo and beat the shit out of him. My favourite part about this whole video is this quote. What are you giving me your fucking two smokes, bro? I gave you fucking two smokes.
I don't mind dying in the UFO, but dying in the ball there is not, that's not okay. Dying in the ship in the UFO is understandable, not the ball. The ball I should be getting every single time. It's enough. It's enough. Huh. Oh, let's go. It's this guy's third extreme as well. Nice. Good job, bro. The amount of people who hacked this level is insane. What am I doing? This UFO sequence is really satisfying to like go through. Learning it's obviously hell, but actually like getting good at it. I'm getting pretty consistent with it now. It's actually really fun. Bloodbath in Geometry Dash is the equivalent to benching 225 in the gym. Like, it's normalized as pretty easy, like an easy level, but in reality, probably less than 1% of GT players have beaten Bloodbath. So, I think comparing Bloodbath to 225 when comparing Geometry Dash to the gym is pretty accurate, I'd say. No. Oh. I know I'm having a hard time with this part, but it's actually pretty enjoyable. Even though it's a bit frustrating dying to the same kind of thing. At least the lead up is fun. The view up is actually fun. Yes. Yes. Yes, that was my goal. Let's go. Oh, 81. 81%. Alright. What was that? 52 to 81. Oof. Ugh. So, I don't know, it sounds weird to say, but I feel like 0 to 52 is more realistic and easier than 81 to 100. So getting 81 to 100, I think, would be harder than getting 0 to 52. Because 0 to 52 is not that hard. You just, as long as you get past the little UFO part where the timing's pretty tough. The three clicks with the UFO. and then the fast chip, but the fast chip you can get pretty consistent at. So I think once I get real consistent at that, then 0 to 52 will be really plausible, and then we can work on 81 to 100, because that last little bit, that last kind of 10-ish% or 12-ish% is pretty hard, just in terms of timings, and it's really, really tight. Okay, so I think the next goal will be 0 to 52, but I'll also keep practicing 81 to 100, and that kind of last 19%, I'll keep practicing that. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow.